Christmas is coming, so I wanted to buy a Christmas desk lamp, but I couldn't find anything interesting, so I designed my own and 3D printed it. I gave the base a wood texture and printed it using PLA wood to achieve a look as close as possible to real wood. I started assembling the lamps by removing all the supports and brim. And no, I didn't misspeak. I liked this design so much that I ended up creating 3 different shapes. But more about that later. Next, I sand the print with a 180 grit abrasive pad to remove any imperfections left from printing. After sanding, I refine the edges and holes using a knife. Now I gently flame polish the housing with a lighter to smooth the surface and add subtle color variations. I coat the prepared print with a water-based wood stain in light oak color. And as you can see, I mixed it well before opening. I soaked the sponge and applied the first layer of stain, then gently pressed and spread it evenly over the entire outer surface of the print. After applying the stain, I set the print aside to dry according to the manufacturer's instructions.
2 hours later.
Then apply the second coat in the same way. To avoid dragging this out, I won't show staining the entire base. But after applying the second coat, I also leave the base to dry. While the second coat of stain is drying, I remove the supports from the print and solder the wires to the LED strip. I peel off the protective film from the adhesive on the LED strip, route the wire through the hole, specify a design for it, and stick the LED strip onto the outer wall of the housing, pressing it all the way down to the bottom. To help with pressing it in place, I use an Allen key. Positioning the LED strip takes a moment, so I sped this part up. As you can see at the end, I cut off the excess and hid both ends inside the cable opening. This is how the LED strip looks once it's glued in place. I remove the supports from the lamp stand and press the lamp into it. Next, I route the wires through the base, slide the heat shrink tubing onto the cables, and press the USB-C port into place. I solder the black wire from the USB port to the black wire of the LED strip and secure the connection. Now I install the switch and solder the red wire from the power socket to it. Then I solder the red wire from the LED strip to the second terminal. Once the electrical connection is ready, I press the lamp into the base. Before fully assembling everything, I check if it works correctly. Everything works as it should, so I press the diffuser into place. Now all that's left is to screw on the bottom cover using 2 M3 screws, and the lamp is ready. And this is how the Christmas tree looks, but I'll show you a better shot at the end of the video. For now, let me quickly show you the other 2 lamps. The assembly process for the star is almost the same as for the Christmas tree. The only difference is that I use the window stand for the star to make it taller, and the desk stand for the tree. In the stocking, I glue the main LED strip the same way as in the previous lamps. But here, an additional LED strip and wire are required to light up part of the diffuser. I route the wire from the additional LED strip glue the strip in place while securing its ends with extra adhesive, and then guide the wire along the surface, fixing it with glue as well. Until the glue dries, I press the supports that I previously removed back into place. That's enough assembling for now. Here's the final result. You can find the project on Cults 3D under the name OUTLINE Ambient Light, or simply via the link in the description. The project includes both STL and 3MF files, with a ready-to-use print profile for Bamboo Lab printers. In the first file, you'll find parts printed from standard PLA. In the second file, there are 5 bases, each with a different wood texture, designed to be printed in PLA wood. In addition to the print files, you'll also find a dedicated PDF manual for this specific project. Inside the manual, you'll find information about which parts to print and which components to buy. There's also a step-by-step assembly guide and a few additional helpful details. That's all for now. Subscribe to stay up to date, and Merry Christmas!